Well, earlier I talked about Forrest Lucas expanding his Lucas Oil sponsorship on this series through 2015. I had an opportunity to catch up with him.
Well, sportsman racing is very, very dear to me. My wife still races in it. You know, Morgan started there. Most of these guys who are racing pro started out there. That's still a backbone of racing. There's a lot more sportsman racers, a lot more events than there is pro. So really, in the long run, although they might get the most TV here in the pro side, that's the biggest part of the racing right down there, and those are my guys.
What is it about the grassroots racer and really the backbone of this sport that gets you so excited?
Well, they're the little guys, you might say, but everybody can't be at the top. A lot of those guys are not really little, they just can't all be at the top in any kind of racing. But that's my kind of people, you know, they're the guys down there that work, they go to work, and then come out and play on the weekend. And you know, so we own several series of racing ourselves, but they're all kind of on that level down there.
Can you draw an analogy to kind of to where you came from, like how a sportsman racer comes up, and is this your way of paying back?
Well, it kind of is, you know. We started out just, you know, one little guy at a time here. Our first dragster was alcohol dragster. That was one of our first cars, the second car we ever sponsored, to go on our gear demonstrator. And from there on, we just kind of went on up, and we actually made drag racing a big part of our success, and a lot of people have followed us in here and spent a lot of money in drag racing because we made it successful for us.
Just one quick last question. What does it mean for you to give back?
Well, I think that's what I'm supposed to do. That's it.
And we thank you very much for that. You saw Larry Miersch on the single get down the racetrack labor before the chutes finally came out. He will make his way into the finals, set to take on either Megan McKernan or Chris Dempke. That's coming up next as we check in down at the far end with Sean.
And with Daniel Oliver, a 5.62, but it was good enough to get it done, going to the finals.
Yes, it was. It feels good. We've been out 2 years now for almost driving out of the seat. I'd like to thank System 1 for their oil pump, Autolite, Bill Miller Rods, Hoosier Tires, everybody that gave us help. All my guys, Randy Goodwin's car, my dad, Jeff Smith Automotive. Hope we can get one more round.
You heard him mention the Autolite, of course. He says all he did was change the plugs this morning, and that picked the car up.